start the Gainesville Gold half of the first. A little tapper by Larson. Waiting for it is Ansley Hudson, and right, one out in the bottom of the first. It's a nice swing by Larson, but it looked like she got jammed up a little bit inside for that fly ball to Hudson and right.
Defense was playing her perfect as well.
Yeah, look at the outfield was playing a little bit in and shallow, anticipating a hit like that from Larson. Just say. Hudson shows bunt. That one sails up high for ball one. Sees Rodnick over at third, and Hudson up to the plate. And well, you're at the bottom of the lineup hitter. We talked about it with Chip Bennett yesterday. When you're in these situations, more often than not, you're gonna be leading off a lot of these innings. She ducks down to. Unfortunately, that ball didn't hit the bat for a foul ball. When you're in those situations, you're likely going to lead off innings like this. So your value and your role is probably just as much so as someone who's hitting in the middle of the order.
Correct. I always look at it as them turning the lineup over, and regardless if you're in the bottom or the top of the lineup, your job is to obviously, you know, get on and do all these things. And I think it's really important for the bottom of the lineup to know that their spot is very important as well.
Especially when you get the leadoff runner on, so opens up a multitude of options for you. You can bunt them over, try and bunt for a hit, possible hit and run depending on the situation. Six with the bunt, it goes after it, and count is even 2-2. You see how aggressive those corner infielders are, having a wheel play in on both sides, where you have the corners charging in for the bunt, and you have the middles covering those respective bases. See what adjustment Hudson makes on the 2-2, but we'll have time called to make Neisler think a little bit more about it.
351.
The winner will advance to another elimination game coming up. 2-2 swing. That will get down in right field. Good swing by Hudson. Have runners at the corners and one out. I've really been impressed with the two-strike approach from this firecracker lineup, particularly with Hudson with 2 strikes.
Yes, me too. Their patience and the way they're attacking is very good.
The lineup with Turner and Lexi Little, who's on deck. Rounded to short. Another high throw and another throwing error will bring home the 4th run for the Firecrackers. We saw that with Gainesville Gold when they were up in the bottom of the first on a hard hit ball that forced an overthrow, and the Firecrackers get a run in a similar fashion. I think she was a little bit worried about that runner on second base. That forced her to throw over the first baseman.
Yeah, it looks like she rushed it just a little bit, not knowing she had a lot of time.
Little takes ball 1.
I saw that.
When you're playing shortstop, you always have to be aware of that runner trying to dance off at second base to force that errant throw. We've seen that twice already. So for those young players, what is the biggest key that you can give them to when they're in that situation to avoid seeing those overthrows?
I would say don't rush your play, as well as trusting your defense around you. I think the most important thing for me is listening to my third baseman tell me I'm good. So I don't even have to peek over there knowing that she's going to score, because I can hear Jesse Warren telling me, good, just go 1.
Yep. Again, understanding those situations as well. Big cut by Little at the green line on the 2-0 pitch.
I don't want you to hack. Square up.
Firecrackers up 4-1 in this elimination game in the second. Sydney Palmer taking over in relief from Kayla Neisler, who stayed in the game at first. Low gets away from the catcher Ellsworth. Everyone will move up. And sliding home is Ansley Hudson, making it 5-1.
Hey, still 3 and 1.
Firecrackers taking advantage of those pass balls and wild pitches to get runs on the board once again and moving.
Nice job.
Goes after that bunt. That's Hudson for a strike.
Quality pitches. Come on, baby. 134. Come on.
So Tapper in front of home plate. Tough play for the catcher. And he is able to make it. And Hudson is safe.
Hey, we gotta make that play.
If you put the ball in play as a slapper, good things usually happen.
Contact, something. We gotta make that play.
That was great placement on the hitter right there because you have the corners crashing and there's no way you can get that. The only play is the catcher on that one.
4.
That's exactly what you have to. That's exactly what you have to do when you see those infielders crashing down. It's turn to take a strike. And bunting, it's such a refined art where you have to know how to place the bunt, where to place the bunt, who can you force to make the play. It's almost a hitting. You always talk about how hitting is a particular science or a particular art form. Bunting, I feel, is its own separate art form because it has so many different levels and execute those pitches. Turner, screaming line drive. She'll make the catch in right for out number 2. Nice play in right field by Ansley Hudson. The runner broke from, he saw Lawson break for home, but had to scamper back. That was a screamer right to Hudson. Victor Anderson, Amanda Lorenz, glad you're with us on this Friday as we get ever closer to crowning a champion in the 16U bracket and the 2020 World Fast Pitch Championships. Foul past third base. Firecrackers Florida Gold 10-4 winners earlier this morning versus Gainesville Gold. They scored 8 of their 10 runs in the first 2 innings. It was the Tampa Mustangs who struck first with a 3 spot in the first. Left the bases loaded.
Come on, Ant.
Little tap. There'll be trouble, and it'll be a base. It'll be an easy bunt single for Hudson. Kind of a almost not so much a sneaky bunt, but he was able to put the bat down.
Good job.
It was a beautiful piece of hitting on bunting there by Hudson.
Beautiful job by Hudson. I think that slappers kind of have an advantage when they notice the changeup super early like that. She wasn't trying to bunt. She was just saw something up in the zone that she could just tap and make something happen. Infielders probably weren't expecting a bunt with 2 strikes, and she was just trying to get on base.
Yep, and she did a perfect job of that. And now you turn the lineup over with
Teammates on the
Yes.
pride to be around at Space Coast and interact with these kids that have high goals of playing at the next level, especially with the schools that we feel so passionately about.
Hudson makes the catch to end the inning. Mustangs get a run on the board and strand one. Now Ansley Hudson taps it in play. And a nice low
Beautiful
scooping
play.
throw at third base. He almost doubled up George. What a great throw by Blankenship. Looked like your teammate for the pride, Jesse Warren, on that
Yes,
throw.
that was a beautiful play. Her getting that ball out of her hand as quick as possible.
Hey, Kate. We had this
Beautiful.
conversation
Great
yesterday.
job. Next level stuff.
Good play, kid.